Right now, we're going to talk about what folks will be wearing this fall. What are the celebrities wearing right now? What do you want to run out and buy? Well, first of all, we check with In Style magazine, and we want to let you know the top 5 must-haves for fall. Go get a bright, wonderful coat. That's what they're saying. You know, it's great to have a black turtleneck underneath it, or some sort of simple black piece shirt underneath it. Really make it pop, but splurge. Money-wise, you know, you don't have to spend a ton of money on a coat, but splurge as far as the color goes, and maybe get away from the camel or the black coat or the gray coat and get a nice bright coat. That's what they say. All right, number 2 on the list, cardigan sweaters. Well, that's good because it's always cold around here, and I'm a sweater kind of gal, but actually keeping them partially buttoned and not adding too many layers are keys to pulling off this look. Day dresses, wearing a dress to work is actually going to be the in thing this fall. A lot of styles are sleeveless. There are some with cap sleeves or long sleeves that make them more work appropriate, but dresses for daytime are back. And you know what? Don't think you can't wear white after Labor Day. White blouses are the in thing this fall. They're great with everything from black pants to jeans, so definitely pick up 1 or 2 white blouses. And last but not least, a great leather jacket goes with anything, so might want to pick one of those up. Now, what about the makeup? What about our makeup for fall? Our Hollywood makeup artist Eden shows us some great ideas.
Well, it's fall and we've got to find new colors. Now, I tell you guys, when it's summer, you got to step it up with foundation, maybe a new bronzer, and when it's fall, we've got to switch off of those summer colors and go to something that's a little bit more seasonally appropriate. So we've got my model here today, beautiful young gal, and I'm going to show you some amazing colors that I was able to pick up. These are some wonderful, I mean, just look at those. There's taupes, there's bronzes. This is just really, really big in the industry right now, these colors, all over the runways, any magazine you pick up. So on my model, what I'm going to do, this is also really cool by Maybelline. They've got it all mapped out for you. So for those of you who are makeup dummies, you've got lid, crease, brow bone, outer corner. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to follow their instructions to the T. Close for me. So on the lid, we're going to take our brush. And people ask me all the time, Eden, why is it important to use brushes? And I guess the only way I can compare it is, you know, finger painting to painting with brushes. I mean, there's just really no comparison. The brushes really put the product exactly where you want it. It's a great color. Lean your head back just a little bit for me. And really press it onto the lid. So I'm going to switch over to the other side of the brush and go underneath the brow bone. And that's this area right under here. Now the outer corner, we're going to switch brushes. Take a crease brush. Now you can use the crease brush for the outer corner as well as the crease. The outer corner, close for me, is right out here. It's still on the lid. And you create kind of like a little V. These are great colors for fall. I mean, they're neutral, so you're going to use them all the time. Especially as your skin starts to get a little bit more fair now that the sun is not out quite so bright. And then we're going to finish up with the crease color, which might be my favorite color in the entire palette. I don't know, it's a toss-up between the lid and the crease. This is just a gorgeous palette. And the crease is this area right here. So I stick the crease brush in there, and I do almost like a windshield wiper action. And this really is what blends all the eyeshadow together, because remember, you've got 4 different colors on, and some of you are used to using 4 colors, some of you not so much. So, you know, if you buy the palette and you only use 2, that's fine. You know, there's no rule saying that you have to use all 4, for sure. But if you're willing to get adventurous, then you can really have a nice, beautiful fall smoky eye. Now, a great tip that I try and tell every single makeup artist that trains under me is I do the eyes before the foundation, and this is the reason why. And most people put their foundation on and then get their bronzer on and do their whole face and then start on their eyes. But when you're working with smoky colors, look straight up to the ceiling, you'll notice all of that eyeshadow fell down. So rather than having to go back, take off the concealer, and start all over, it's better just to do the eyes first and then put the concealer on, because you can just wipe it right off. All of that product would have been on her face, or she would have had to redo her concealer. The next step is we are actually going to take that dark color again, the outer color, and use an angle brush and use it as her liner. Close for me. For any of you that do not like to use regular eyeliners or have very oily eyelids, powder absorbs oil. So this will stay on much better. Now, if you've got dry skin, it's not going to work quite as well. Plus it gives like a softer, much softer look. Look up. I'm going to switch over to a nice fall blush. Oh, it's such a pretty color. I really, really like this. And just kind of dust the apples of her cheeks, tip of her nose. I take a little bit of a brown eyeliner. I always use a blackish brown. Look straight up during the fall. Especially on a young model too. Sometimes black can look really hard. And a blackish brown is a nice compromise. It's not quite brown, but it's not black. And we're going to put a lip shimmer on her lips. It's a deep berry color. She could use this alone. It's very hydrating, protects the lips, gives it a hint of color but not too much. But I'm going to put a little bit more of a gloss on top. And this gloss comes in a stick form. It's amazing. And all of these products you'll be able to find online, because I know you guys love to know where you can pick them up and what colors I'm using. And